should the 1922 committee change the rules? That just feels like a Mickey Mouse process to me. It's meant to be a year before there's another confidence vote. And here are the Tory party criticising Nicola Sturgeon for rewriting the rules over the independence referendum, and they're talking about rewriting their own rules to change Prime Minister. That feels wrong to me, Tom.
Well, I can understand your feeling, Dan, but I think the most important hurdle he's got to pass is the Reputation Committee, the Ministerial Code. That's really the one trial which he's got to face and got to win on. And if he can win on that, I think the 1922 committee rule change will be relevant. In any case, I don't think that rule, the 1922 vote, will come before the Ministerial Code report in probably late October or November. But, you know, the problem really is, Dan, that Boris doesn't help himself. Him joking that he's going to run for a third term, refusing to change his psychology, Carrie Johnson just appearing with him doesn't help him, because we know that this ludicrous idea of a house tree and all that, and it's all, you know, he doesn't take a grip. And even his closest and dearest supporters must sometimes despair that although he's very lucky he's got no rival within the Tory party who can easily topple him, he seems to be doing the best job he can.
But Tom, does he even have a rival outside of the Tory party, Tom? Because, yeah, it's been a bad few months. No one's going to deny that. Even a Boris supporter is not going to deny that. But you look at the polls, Tom, and Starmer's only 2 points ahead nationally. I mean, do you think Boris could win the next election, Tom?
I think he could win the next election if he actually takes a grip, gets over the ministerial report, the conduct report, and delivers a plan. He doesn't seem to have a plan. That's the whole problem. And I think perhaps he'll dream over the summer. But, you know, it's still chaotic in his office. And that is where Tory MPs despair, even his supporters, that he doesn't seem to be able to present them with clear leadership. And just going on about Ukraine is not going to win him support from those who are doubting and who fear they'll lose their seats to the next election. So he can do it, but whether he has the stamina and the purpose and the psychology, you know, I've come to realize that Boris's weakest link is undoubtedly his wife.
I agree with you on that.
When he gets home at night, he is confronted by a woman who gives him rotten advice, who encourages him to do the worst things, like, for example, appoint her chief of staff in the Foreign Office. I mean, things which she's so conceited, she really has no judgment. And, you know, the one thing that Boris needs is emotional love. He needs that support. And I think he's deprived of emotional support right now. Just look at the way he clings to her hand when he goes into St. Paul's or appears at the meeting in Kigali. It's not looking good about his own psychology. That is the real problem.
Fascinating.
The old Boris that we got to know seems to be missing.